everyone, it is that time to show you all the things that I have completed in January. There's quite a lot of different things this month. I'm just going to pop my book to the side. The first things I'm going to remind you about are my just looking, I think my camera's at a strange angle. Anyway, these are, just looks wider there than there. I don't know if it's just a visual illusion on my screen. Anyway, these are swatch charts that I've made. They're all for free in my Ko-fi. You can go and look. There are loads of them. What I've done is I've written a little article on my website where there's a list of them in a sort of order that I think makes sense. So you can look there. If you can't find the link, ask me in the comments, I'll share it. But these are the ones I've done this month, or some of them. I've done a swatch chart for my new Holbein pencils. I haven't got it here, it's in my pencil case with the Holbeins. But this is Holbein versus Polychromos. There's two sheets actually. It's quite hard with all these pastels, but I did my best just for anyone who wants to follow along with the series that I'm going to make later today with Holbeins. This is a Brut Funa Macaron and pastel tint comparison. They are almost identical. Fascinating. There are a few that are a bit different, but they are so similar in colour. The names are all different, but the Brut Funa Macaron names are the same as the Holbein names. I think this is Brut Funa Macaron and Holbein, which are, again, they're identical. And the names, most of the names are the same. So obviously Brut Funa copied Holbein, but did Pastel Tint copy Brut Funa, or did they copy Holbein, or are they made in the same place? Mystery, who knows. Holbein and Prisma, for those of you who want that one. It's a bit easier to match those because there are some pastel shades in Prisma. What's this? This is Derwent Chromaflow and Castle Art Soft Touch. Someone asked me to do that one. So I think there's 2 pages to that one. There they are. So someone asked me to do those two, so I did that one as well. There are also swatch charts for my new Macaron pencils. Faber-Castell Classic pencils, I think. So there's plenty there. If you want any, you can't find them or whatever, let me know and I'll send you links. But let's start on the actual colouring pages because I think this is what you've come for. Right, so this is the Johanna Basford planner, and every planner page that I colour, there is a video on my channel. Starts on a Monday afternoon, and then maybe it's just the Monday or it goes through depending on how long it takes. So this is our first one from January. Here we go, it's coming a little closer for you. And this was coloured with Polychromos. I try to use a different colour each week through the month. So this one was done with Pablo's. This one was done with the Macaron, Brut Funa Macaron. And this one was done with Brut Funa Metallic. So I vary it. And I try and just use a big range of different ones. I usually do a Polychromos each month because I know my friend Mary, who always colours along, she has a Polychromos. So at least she has one easy week where she can follow along without having to use a comparison chart. Right, next, Magical Worlds. I am really enjoying this book, and quite a few of these are videos as well. So this page here, the snails, this is a series that has finished now, so it's all up on my channel if you want to colour any of them or all of them using the videos. And that was coloured using the snails Castle Arts Gold. The next one was this one, again a bit by bit series. Which one is this? Is this the Staedtler Design Journey or the Chromaflow? Oh, I think that's Staedtler Design Journey. I can't remember what I called this one. There is Little Fox. This was done with Holbein. I just had my Holbeins. It's the first page I did with them. As you can see, I haven't used many different colours. Now, the person who gave me the Holbein said they struggle with them in Johanna's books. Now, if you look closely, which I'm not going to zoom in, you can see that there's a lot of white paper that shows through with Holbeins. And with these larger flowers here, I tried to fade them, and then I coloured the tips with the white to blend them. Now I have found the best blending pencil to use with a Holbein is the Koh-i-Noor Polycolour blending pencil. I've seen them on Amazon. If you want my affiliate link, let me know. And it blends it really nicely. So just little tip, none of my other blending pencils work very well. Now Holbein, my set came with some blending fluid, haven't tried that yet. Okay, next one. This one here, I think this is the one that was coloured with Chromaflow, but I can't remember. This is a set of videos as well, as was the other small one, all the small pages of videos, and the fox wasn't, because I was experimenting. I was rather pleased, to be honest, with my experiment. Now this page here, I haven't written down what I used. I'm looking at it carefully. I'm wondering if it was polychromos, but I really don't know. Who knows? But that was that. Who knows? Somebody does. I probably did at the time when I did it. Now here it's our bunny. The bunny was done with Holbein as well. So actually that might have been my first Holbein, I'm not sure. But the background was really hard. I did 2 or 3 layers. I haven't blended it there, and went over with the blending pencil after. So it took a lot of work, but then it would, if you'd used polychromos, you would have had to have done that many layers anyway. So yeah, backgrounds do always take a lot of work, but I was pleased with the end result, so that's the important thing. And yeah, it took a while, but you know, pages can. Now we have one page in Small Victories. I used this page, this one here, I used to demonstrate a set of metallic pencils. I think it might have been the Staedtler ones that I got for Christmas, but the others are done with other types of metallic pencils. I just went a bit metallic pencil mad. This background looks awful, but you know, metallic pencils are very hard to make look neat and tidy, because I don't know, they're very streaky when you colour with them, but you can see a bit of shine. That was a bit of fun, Christmassy. Remember, some of these were coloured in December, because I make my completed pages video before the end of the month, so it comes out on time. And also I was still doing some Christmas colouring in January. So Lost Ocean is a book that I want to finish this year. So I've been working away at it. Now I've just noticed that all of these fish have no colour to their eye. They've got the black bit that Johanna's drawn, but no other bit. These were all done with metallics. I think I used my Castles and my Brute Funa metallics for this, and I tried to do a sort of rainbowish thing going on. You know, it was, you know, going through, just went through the palette, because I always find this page so daunting, and it was really good playing around with the metallics, so I enjoyed that one. Then I did this one. This was also metallics. I think Underwater is quite nice, shiny metallic. But which metallics was it, I hear you ask? This was done with the Staedtler pencils that I got for Christmas. Needed to find a finer one, you know. Now this was done with Holbein. Again, a sort of experimental page. Someone, as I said, the person who gave me the Holbein said they were struggling with them on Johanna Basford. I found this blend quite difficult on here to get it neat. It was easier on that one. I did this one first. I was practicing. I also messed up. Can you see where I messed up? The idea was not to have orange on this side and blue on this side. I was talking to my husband and I'd start idly colouring the wrong thing, the wrong colour, so I had to have a bit of a swapsy with but never mind. It's okay. I think if I hadn't told you, you wouldn't have noticed, but it isn't what I planned. Now this again, another metallic. I find these small detail ones quite daunting, so using a really limited colour palette was made it a little bit easier. This one is Staedtler metallic again, so I was just playing with my new pencils really, which was nice. Now I love this one. That's done with metallic, but that's not the one I did. I did this one. Opposite wallpaper. This one was a different set of metallics. These are the Shaw and Marsh metallic pencils, which are the Hobbycraft brand. And lastly, I did this. Now this one I did using Staedtler, and I made all these colours and patterns myself, and part of it was done in a video. This one I thought, I'd do a similar thing, but I used my Kohinoor Magic pencils. They have different colours in the leads and it'll give the same effect. No it didn't. It just looks a bit like dark messy scribble really. I really need to find a way to master these pencils, and I haven't found it yet. But it was fun having a go, but it doesn't look particularly neat. I wonder if I need to use a blending solution with them or something. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I did that one. I enjoy using them, and they're beautiful, pretty, you know, really nice. Right, Rita Berman Asian. Did this one picture here. This was a buddy colour with my friend Michelle, and I kept it quite simple. I like the blue and white china thing. Obviously there's no white. I did it all blue because with the background being white, and I coloured it with polychromos, and I just tried to put a little bit of shadow on the pot, not too much, but it was quite simple. Enjoyed it. Now we've got Rita's winter book. Did quite a bit in here because of it being winter. So this one, I think this is the right one. I think it is the one I did. Castle Art Soft Touch, is it? I don't know. This pine cone, I'm just flicking to see if I can find a different one that it might be. This pine cone I did as a video, so you can follow along with that if you want to. It was done with Prismacolor, which is really rare, and soft pastels. This picture I also have as a video from last year. This one I did to try out my macaron pencil, so it's quite rough colouring. I was just playing around looking at the colours. Some of it was done on video when I was testing them. So it was just, I'm just seeing if I've got, no, that one I did again with the macaron. I used the really pale tones. I've enjoyed that. Just wanted to keep it reasonable. And I'm sure that is the correct one that I did. Right, Europa. Now I want to finish Europa this year. I've got a list of books that I want to finish this year. This is one of them. So yesterday I coloured this page here. Let's tip it up a bit for you. Oops, there we go. So I'm thinking Amsterdam houses. I just looked some up on my search engine and looked at colours, and those were the sorts of colours that came out, so I coloured it. And I used what did I use? Yeah, Chromaflow, because I wanted the bridge in these sorts of greys that they have in the Chromaflow set that I really like, so that's why I picked that. My son is singing so loudly. And then this one here, it's similar to this one, but I decided I wasn't going to bother sticking with the same colour scheme. I would just do it my, you know, how I fancied doing it. And this one was done with Prismacolor. So there's that one. Then that's all the Rita. We're on to Hannah Party, another book I want to finish this year. I haven't got masses of, it's quite a small book. So I did this one with all the candies and sweets, very straightforward, but I tried to colour them in sort of the types of colours I thought the sweets would actually come in, like the licorices and things. So I was looking up how they looked, which was quite fun. And that was Prisma. Now this one here, our little bird, he was done with polychromos. And then this one, I sort of did this for New Year's, and then it didn't end up looking really New Year's-y, because I thought, oh, it's a glass, it's champagne glass, and I realised it's just pudding, and it's not really champagne, so... But anyway, that one was done with Prismas as well. I quite like using Prismas for Hannah's pictures. I'm not sure why, it just seemed to work. This is her space book. It's got loads of scribble on the front. Be me. I don't know why I scribbled on the front. So it's not black in this one, but actually I don't think I did all black in that background. It looks black. I think I added some other colours in there too. But that one is done in polychromos. And then this one was also done in polychromos. And then the one with the swing Prismas. So I've been working through this one again. This one I want to finish too. What I want you see is to finish a selection of books, and I picked books that are either short or I've done quite a lot from. This is another book that I want to finish, which is Cottage. I had been working through it in order, although it's not completely. So the Lady on Her Broom, the witch, she is Chromaflow. This one here is polychromos. I did this one with polychromos. And then I did this one in polychromos. So me saying that I usually do a lot of Prismas in, apparently I don't. But I've missed a page there, but I haven't done them all in order. And this was a buddy colour, that's why. But we're getting through the book. Got a few done further on. But okay, all the ones before that page have been done, apart from that double. Right. Let's move on to Colouring Heaven. So I did a few Christmassy ones. You know, it was still Christmas when I was doing this. So this one here was done with Staedtler Design Journey. I was playing around with the paper in these. I find a harder pencil works better on this paper. This one was Castle Art Soft Touch. It went down quite well. We got a sort of nice furry look. It's quite simple. Interesting one. I'll put that there. Actually, oh, I've just got to separate my pile of bookmarks. One set of mine and one set of my husband. Right, Sleeping Animals. Again, another Colouring Heaven pocket. This is by R.J. Hampson. So this one here, quite cold. Thought it was a good one. Oh, hang on. I just turn my page in my book. Just put my there we go. So this was done with Posca pencils. I found them. It's like, I was like, oh, Posca pencil. And they work lovely on this paper actually. But this one was done with metallic. I felt look Kraken could be a bit metallic. It was quite fun. But what I like about these bigger pictures is you can put a bit of detail into your shading. It's not easy with a metallic, but I was playing with it. And then the boat has got like a bit of stripes on the sail and things like that, you know, you can play. And then the bubbles were actually done in a few different colours with some glitter on top. So, you know, you can spend a bit of time on some of the details because it's so simple, if that makes sense. A lot of people I know, the trend is to just do these in alcohol markers, but I don't like alcohol markers. For me, you know, I like pictures coloured in alcohol markers, but I don't like using them, so that I don't do them. So the Witch Metallic Brute Funa Metallics, those are. Right, this is the newest Colouring Heaven for subscribers. You can buy the single issues if you like it, and I did a bit of this in a video. I can't remember if I shared the completed picture on my socials or not, but there we go. I did her in Black Widow. It went down reasonably well on the paper. As I say, harder pencils tend to go down a little bit better. There's a lot of big spaces, so it's a bit tricky. But it was I think I did a skin tone and hair demo for that one, just so people can see how to do it. And this is the very best Colouring Heaven magazine that's ever come out. Now it's completely sold out online already. It is on shelves in the UK in newsagents and supermarkets, but say shelves, that's it. This is by Agatha Pop. If you can't get a copy and you're desperate, I do have some spare copies. My sister picks them up for me, and my husband grabbed some as well. So I have sent a few out to people already. So if you can't get one and you really want one, let me know, and I'll talk to you, private message you, and we can sort it out. So I've coloured all of the January pictures in here. So this one was polychromos. Polychromos are lovely on this paper. This one I used Castle Arts Gold. They're okay. I was reasonably happy, although I saw a version of this page completed yesterday and I went, oh, beautiful. So anyway, and then what did I do? The next page I tried my Holbein. So I'm still playing with Holbein, so I don't feel massively confident in using them, but I'm really enjoying them. But I'm going, as I say, I'm going to do some videos with them soon. I like the fact that you've got some metallics and things. And this page was a series on my channel, and this was done with Staedtler Design Journey, which worked lovely in this book as well. And I'm about to do a new series, hence the paper in here ready, but I'm not going to tell you which page it is. But it is going to be a page, like this page isn't available as a download from Agatha Pop. Now all her tinies are downloads, but the January one has this extra page, which is exclusive. And in the December section, some of the pages aren't from her December tinies, they're from her traditional Christmas tinies, I think. But in February, I've picked a page that is available from the February tinies download. So if you've got that and you haven't got the book, you don't want the book, you like your download, you can colour along still. But as I say, the book in the UK, it's out now, but it is coming out in Australia, America, rest of the world over the next few months, so you'll be able to get it in Walmart or grocery stores or places that sell international books, things like that. So it will become available in other countries eventually. Right, that's enough of that. The flower year. I did a December picture in here. I was really in the mood for December florals, so I did this mistletoe piney type picture. And I used polychromos. They work lovely in this book. You know, this paper is quite smooth, but not too smooth. It's so it works well. Right, Matchstick Mouse. I was given this lovely winter book. I've done a few pages from here. I'm going to save some of them for next winter, but it's still winter, so I'm just not going to do the Christmassy ones, if that makes sense. So this one I did with Castle Arts Soft Touch. We come in a bit, as you can see. This one has been on my socials. You might have seen it. I like doing purple sky and things like that, playing around with snow. This one was the page that I did when I did the flip through. I did it with Chroma Flow. I think I just coloured the robin and sort of showed you how to do the sort of furry, feathery approach to the bird, and then I played around with the sky and things later on my own, and the grass and things. I enjoyed that. And then I did this one. It's a bit messy, this one. I did this with Holbein, and I did the background last, and I smudged a lot of the green into the background, and then I tried putting a dark colour. It looks pretty. I feel that background looks quite dirty. I didn't make good colour choices, but you know, I'm new to the pencils. I'm playing around with them still, and I'm gaining confidence all the time. It's interesting because people think that if I get really expensive good pencils, I'll just be really good. You have to practice. They're not. It doesn't guarantee anything. So it's a mistake that I made early on in colouring. Right, and then the Christmas book. Now I finished this and I've done a flip through and I compared it to my original book, which was quite fun. So if you want to have a look at all the pages, you can go and find that. But the ones that I did in January are this one with Arteza Expert pencils. There's a bit of glitter there. This one with Prismas. This one with Faber-Castell, the classic red pack 60. I'm going to do some more videos with those as well. I have been asked. Again, another set that I'm getting used to. These are Prismas. This one was Polycolour. This one was a metallic. It doesn't say which. Maybe I just mixed it up a bit. Sometimes I do, because all my metallics are in the same case, so I can mix them up. This was done with Black Widows. This is my favourite. It was done with Chromaflow. This was a video. So if you, a two-parter showing you how to do the sort of woolly scarf and hat, and this sort of hat, which was supposed to look a bit sequined. It didn't quite work, but you know, it's because I've got a sequined Christmas hat that looks like that, but well, not doesn't look like that. It looks like a sequined Christmas hat. But anyway, I had a bit of a play. It was interesting and fun. Then this one I did with Castle Art Soft Touch. And the last one I did with Prismacolor. So that book is finished. I need to put it away on the shelf right next to me. There we go. Right, then we have mandalas. These are 100 Beautiful Mandalas by Camelia Angelkova. Can't say it. Right. This was Brut Funa Macaron. There we go. And so was this. It started just, it's a bit of lead in there. There we go. Just experimenting with new pencils. This paper's Amazon paper. It's not the best paper, but it's nice for looking at colours and that sort of thing. These were my new Lagami pens. One of the colours ran out, and it was the first picture I did with them. But after how shiny they are. They're glitter pens. But after scribbling really hard on some scrap paper, I reactivated it. I think the glitter got caught in the rollerball, which happens a lot with glitter pens, but it made me feel a bit, are they really that good? Don't know. I still need to play with them a bit more. This was done with Arteza Premium. I've got a tube of the 48, I think it is, Arteza Premium pencils, and most of them are really short, and so I was trying to use up the ones that aren't so short, which are my blues and yellows. Pinks are quite long as well. Right, this one's got quite a lot of nice Christmas pages in, but I only ended up doing one, which was this one with the rabbits. And I used my Artex pencils. What happened was I sort of forgot that it had Christmas, even though it goes through the seasons, I sort of forgot I had Christmas pictures in, and then by the time I used it, I wasn't in the mood for Christmas anymore. Right, Reptiloids 2. I'm trying to finish this book this year too, so I've been doing quite a few in here. It always makes me laugh. This book is so funny. Let me have a look. This one was Giorgione pencils. I'm actually giving those away. I was given those by Grabi a long time ago, and I don't use them very much anymore. Some of them have been used up anyway, and my niece wants some art material, so I'm going to give them to her. This one was done, it says Holbein, but I don't know if it was or not. I'm not sure. This one says Macaron. Could be. Looks like the right sort of colours. This one says Arteza Premium. Could very well be. I don't remember doing that one this time. No, it was this one. That looks like Arteza Premium. Definitely recognise that pink. It's, yeah. And that green that I don't use much. And then this one I did yesterday, and I used Chromaflow, and because I want to see how they work. They work quite well on this paper actually, so that was fun. I was looking forward to doing all that fire. I could do it as leaves, as if they're flying through a forest, but I decided that he was a fire-breathing dragon, but maybe not. Now this page is from Agatha Pop's January Tinies, and before Tiny Year came out, I had no idea it was coming out. I did one. I decided I was going to do one from each of her Tinies pages each month, but I'm going to do them in the book rather than on the sheets, but I did that one, and I think I used polychromos. Yeah, it's nice just doing one, you know, but my paper's got a bit crumpled, but never mind. Right, this is another book I want to finish this month because I haven't finished a Lulu Mayo yet, and so and I don't always give them enough attention, I don't think. So sometimes I find it hard to know what pencils to use in them. So I was experimenting again. I used my Macaron pencils here. They're okay, but here I used Prismacolor. They're okay, again, not brilliant. I haven't really mastered what works best. My favourite picture in here was done with a random mix of different pencils. I like this one. I think that was done with Prismacolor. Maybe I just need to take a bit more time and care. I don't know. I'm going to sneeze. Right, calm colouring. Now this little book I was gifted with strict instructions that I colour it just for myself as a nice relaxing time, and it's a brilliant book for when I'm watching TV. Now in the winter I watch TV. I don't tend to do it so much in the summer, just because of the schedules and what I like and dislike. But when Strictly Come Dancing's on, I don't colour because I avidly watch it. But now this time of year there's things on that I watch, like there's Dancing on Ice, and I watch The Masked Singer, and there's so many adverts and bits in between that I don't watch that I colour while I'm watching it. And this little book is fab, put on my lap. And so this one I did with the Shapira Farben pencils, which I've just put into a pencil case so I can use them a bit more easily, because there's a lot of trays in the tin. It gets a little bit tricky trying to juggle it all. So that was great on my lap. I could use that. This one I used Artex pencils. I was just playing around, lots of colour. And this one again, I just stuck to a sort of blue and purple colour. Now this one I used the Faber-Castell Classic, the red box set for those, so that was interesting. I think my tea looks a bit pale. This one I think I used them as well, but these are metallics. They have a few metallics in there. And this one I just used some Polycolour. They happen to be in the same pencil case. It's really simple. So there's some simple designs and some less simple designs, but I think that's my favourite. So that was fun. Now this is Maria Trolle. Now I don't always do loads of hers for videos and things like that, but I have been asked to do some more, and this book I want to finish this year because I haven't finished any of her books. And it's actually, although I haven't done tons of pages, it has got less pages than her other books, I think, because it's mainly single-sided. This one was coloured with Staedtler Design Journey pencils, but I did a video. I'm colouring the book in order, but this one I did as a video for you. It's probably not gone out yet, to thinking about it. So this bit of a spoiler. This is, turn the page. This was done with Prismacolor and Polychromos. So I showed you a technique where I use both brands together. You don't have to use both brands when you're following along, but it was just a way. And the Dragonfly is pearlescent wings, which I think look pretty cool. So that was that one. So there's a video. I've been shifting my videos around a bit, so I'm a little confused, but I think it might be coming out tomorrow. Yes, that was my plan. Right, Millie Marotta. I find Millie Marotta's paper really challenging because it's so smooth, and I have found that Chromaflow pencils seem to work best on her paper, and so I played with my Chromaflow on this page. This is obviously a fox. I can't remember what type of fox it is, and I didn't in the end worry too much about the colours. I just did a mix of different browns really. And yeah, I was quite happy with how it laid down on the paper, you know. So I shall be experimenting a bit more in her books with Chromaflow. And lastly, this book. This is a book I was sent a really long time ago to review. I don't even know if it's still for sale. But what I did in this one was I experimented with Holbein and Macaron because I wanted to see what Holbein... This is American Amazon paper, I think. Yeah, and it's really toothy. So this is Holbein on toothy paper. And then I compared it to Macaron onto it. They're the same. They both react in the same way is what I mean. You can see quite a lot of white paper through. I didn't layer it up very much. I just, you know, put it down to see what it was going to be like. And there we go. So they'd be fine, but you need to layer them. You can't just put down one layer. Look how complicated that is. Ooh. But the problem with this book is it's double-sided and it's thin paper, so you can't use pens. I have used pens and they've gone through somewhere there, so it's gone through. It's horrible, but anyway, that's that one. So that is me for the month. So I did 86 pages. I think quite a lot of them were quite small and simple, which helped, but I did quite a few, so that's good. I had a sort of, I felt like I had more energy. I think, I don't really know why, but I just seemed to, so that was good. But anyway, that's me for the month. Thank you for watching. Please do like, subscribe and comment. If there's any links to videos, downloads, blah, anything you want, leave me a comment. I will reply. I'll reply to all comments. Thank you for your support this month, and hopefully you'll join me for another video soon. Happy colouring.